Hey, what's up? It's Jason here from A1 TV. And in this video, I would like to show wholesalers and resellers how to actively set up a new account. Okay, so when you're looking at this screen right here, this is the main screen you should receive when you got your user panel. This is the main screen that you'll get onto. At the top, you'll notice how many credits I have in this panel right here. But if you look over to the left-hand side, what you'll notice is a series of words on the side. The first one being main, followed by main page. And if you go down here, you can create a new line. And this is where we want to go. We want to create a new line. Okay, so we're going to click create a new line. And inside of there, you'll come up with here where you can create a new line for a customer. This will create a username and password that the customer can use inside of the app. It'll be good for as long as you extend it for. So the first line we come across is the username. We really don't want to test the username part as we are going to let the system create a username for us. So the next thing we need to select a package. Packages come in 1 month, 3 months, 6 months. So you got 3 different packages you can choose from, but you can also extend the line. Let me show you what I'm talking about. When we go to a select package to assign the line, we're going to click here. As you notice here, we'll be able to see what kind of line we want to give the customer. If the customer orders 6 months, we'll add 6 months. If the customer wants 6 months with adult, we'll add 6 months with adult. There is no charge for adult, but there is a charge to use extra credits. So now I have one month right here. Okay, now watch this. When we're inside of here, we'll notice that 1 month, and then we have contain the packages, this big square right here. We'll go down to this line right here where we can select the type of line we want to use. Okay, so now as you see, I chose to use, the official use was to use 1 credit, and for 1 credit, I get 33 days. So by setting up this count, you'll be setting up 1 month for 33 days. So let's change that up a little bit. We'll go back to the part where it says select package to assign the line. When I click this down, let me see if I go 6 months. Now, 6 months works a little bit different. It means the more that you sell, the more credits that you get to save. When I say that, see how here it says the official use is 5 credits, but it's duration for 6 months. So I'll only use 5 credits for a 6 month period, which is really cool because if you set people up on 6 months at a time, the 6th credit becomes actually free for you. Okay, the next 6 months, every 6 customer, the 6 months becomes free for you. It's the way you look at it. Okay, so we can set the line up right here. But for this one, we're going to set up a trial. Okay, so I set up a trial. It dropped down, and I want to extend it. The trial is good for, I use 0.1 credits, which is roughly about $1. Okay, and I'll give a duration for 72 hours. Okay. So for $1, I gave a selection for $72. I really don't like to give trials out. We just give the service out. It's going to hit you up to do a $1 trial for everybody up, and it's going to eat away at your money. So I don't suggest doing trials. But if it's up to you, if you want to do it, you can give a trial. It's up to you. But the system will charge you for that trial. Okay? The next line is our notes. In our notes, we want to type in phone number like, let me type in 777 9311. 619-777-9311. Okay? 619-777-9311. So now we got the phone number in. Don't put any hyphens in it, just straight numbers. Okay, the next line, what we want to do is we want to add who we're going to set it to. So we say John Doe. J-O-H, I'm sorry, H-N, John Doe. Okay, D-O-E. And then the next line, what we want to do, we want to space down, and then we want to give John Doe an email. So we go A1TV at Gmail. We do A1 at gmail.com. Okay, so all this is in. After this is completed, all we do is have to hit create line. I've already created a line for this in the same account, so I'm going to show you how to operate it. Okay, so all you just have to hit create account. After you hit create account, it will notify you that the user line has been activated. Okay, so once the user line is activated, you'll be good to go. Okay, so I'll just do it for you just for purposes right here. So we'll create line. Okay, so now that I created a line, see at the top it says user was added. Now what we want to do is on that same line where we created a line at, if you look on the left hand side, we want to go to manage lines. Here's where we get to alter the username and password. As you see, the top one at the top, It's good for it's an account right there. It's red. Okay, that's the last account that I set up. Okay, so we're going to click. If we look along the line, you got enable, you got a username, you got a password, you got an expiration date, you got your notes, you got your downloads, and then you'll be followed with your options. Inside your options, on that first line, it says number 1. You'll see a gun, you'll see a stop symbol, and a pencil. You're going to want to click the pencil on the first line because that first line symbolizes the last account that you set up. Okay, now that I've set this up, I want to change the password up a little bit. Okay, so you see where it says password? We're going to take that all out. Then we're going to repeat the user's phone number right in the password line. This way we change the user's password to be a phone number. So when it's looking it up, all you do is got to type in their phone number and you'll pull up their account real simple. So we're going to type in 619-777-9311. Okay? And then we're going to create. Okay? So now it was successfully done, and we now know that we created the number. Remember, the number was 619-777-9311. So when we go, so now that everything is set, we now have to give the password to the user. Okay, so when we give the password to the user, now we have to go on that same line where it says create account. We went to the bottom where it says manage account. Now we need to go to user stats. And in user stats, I just need you to type in the customer's phone number. So we'll go 777-9311. Okay, and there it is right there. And this is the username and password that you want to give your customer. Yes, this is a username and password that you want to customer. Remember, I set it up for a trial, so it's only 72 hours. If you set it up for 6 months, that username and password is going to be good for 6 months. Okay, just as simple as that. You set up a username and password, you give it to the customer, they're good for 33 days. Well, this has been an A1 TV tutorial. Make sure to hit the like and subscribe button as I kind of keep you tuned in to the latest and greatest going on with A1 TV. Thank you and have a beautiful day.